Hey guys, so welcome to WoW Weekly with Myst. And for this week, we have, we'll start with my accomplishments, which really isn't much because I've been kind of stepping a bit away, taking advantage of some random games while we wait for new content to come out, which is soon. 8.2 is right around the corner, so, I gotta hurry up on my random games apparently. So not a whole lot. I was focusing my paladin a bit this past week, just getting it leveled up. Been doing that. Time walking is actually been great for leveling an alt. You get some pretty decent experience out of there. So that's how I've been doing it, mixture between time walking and some islands. As far as goals, I have no real goals for this coming up week. We'll start adding some goals back in soon, but even with 8.2 releasing on Tuesday, there's still not going to be a whole lot to do. A lot of people think that when a patch releases, it's go time, but it really isn't. The new area will release and, you can get started on that, but the raids won't be, or the new raid will not be out for another couple of weeks. The new season of Mythics and PvP will not start up till the raid's out, which is in a couple of weeks. And as far as flying goes, it's rep-based. It gives me some new stuff, but it's not like heavy duty. So I'll probably still play some of the random games. I will definitely be throwing a little more WoW into the picture from what I have been the past week or two, but yeah. We'll still be doing some random games at least until Classic comes out. I imagine when Classic releases, that's when our random games may come to a stop for at least a little bit. But, when content's dry, I like to take advantage of that. No goals for this week. We're just going to do whatever. As far as what's coming up this week, we have Midsummer that is active right now. It's going to stay active till July 5th. There is a new toy that you can obtain there. It's a Hearthstone, like they always throw in. All the new toys every year seem to be a Hearthstone. And on the topic of Midsummer, there is an experience buff that you can also get during the Midsummer event. Basically just go to the bonfire, one of them, anyone, and there'll be the ribbon pull. If you spin around the ribbon pull, which is actually an achievement for the event, the whole event thing, so you may want to do that anyway. But if you spin around the ribbon pull, you will get a buff for experience for 3 minutes, and it stacks, so just keep spinning until it reaches a minute. A minute's the max, or not a minute, an hour is the max, and then you have your experience buff. So it's kind of like the Dark Moon, and yeah, Midsummer's on for quite a while, 2 weeks, so you got an experience buff for a while. And speaking of achievements, if you are going after all those achievements, they are on the channel. I did them in previous years. And then there's going to be the newest achievement that they've added. I recorded it yesterday, and we will have it on the channel for you guys tomorrow. And that will be the bonfires for BFA. And also, if you are looking for the videos that I did in the past, they are in, I'll try to remember to put the link in the description for it, but just in case I forget, they are in a section on the channel. As you guys may have noticed, I'm pretty organized with the YouTube channel. Everything's got a folder, everything's got a playlist. So just look in the World of Warcraft section. There'll be a folder called Special Events or World Events. Yeah, it should be called World Events, actually. And that's where they are. That's where I keep all the achievements that I do or videos that I do on the world events that roll around for the years. And Battlegrounds is the weekly. And there's also the PvP Brawl, South Shore versus Terran Mill. As for Mythics, next week we have Sanjuan, which is the pool of Iker that heals allies and stuff and damages you guys. And then there will also be the Fortified, which is the ads with 20% more health, and they do 30% more damage. And then Grievous, that one is a rough one. It's when you are injured below the 90% health, you take increased damage until your healer gets you above 90%. Okay, so on the topic of 8.2, we'll just watch this quick little trailer that released not too long ago. Quick little recap, nothing too heavy duty. I put out a 8.2 video yesterday, so feel free to check my channel and there'll be a way more detailed version. But for those that don't want to watch, say, a 20-minute video and you're already here watching this video, you know, there's this.
My queen, they have arrived. Wonderful. Set the tide stone, won't you? Beyond dreams. I almost envy you, beholding such grandeur in the presence of your true queen. Now, swear your loyalty to me, or refuse and be crushed beneath the waves. Fire! Realize you cannot resist. All that you see, all that you fear, all of it is mine to rule. Welcome to Nazjatar. I've been waiting for you.
Okay, so yeah, that releases tomorrow. I can't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but just in case I didn't, that does not mean that the raid releases tomorrow. So 8.2 will release tomorrow, but the raid doesn't release for another 2 weeks. And that is also when Season 3 for PvP and Mythics will release, and it is also the deadline you have to obtain ahead of the curve, cutting edge, for Battle of Dazar'alor. Now, not too much for news, but one thing is if you are an enchanter like myself, there is some new enchants that will be in the Rise of Ashara, and they are upgrades to enchants you already have. So basically what they are is it's the ring enchants, the ones that are mastery, crit, haste, versatility. Currently the biggest one increases your mastery to 27, and then there's a 37 one. The new enchants are 40 and 60. Okay, so for our news part of this section, although that last part was technically news, but the rest, there's not a whole lot of news that's really been going on too much with WoW. So the next part of news that we're going to talk about is more on the streamer side of stuff. So as many of you guys know, there's been a lot of hate towards streamers. Yeah, a lot of people think that WoW shouldn't be streamed. You know, that mainly classic WoW. And it's kind of funny that people are like that because no other games are targeted in that section. It's like, you know, all these other games can be streamed, but apparently classic WoW shouldn't be. And the funny part is, without streamers, a lot of people wouldn't know about classic WoW. They wouldn't, you know, people that did know about it might not even want to play it if their favorite streamer wasn't playing it, right? So it's kind of an interesting theory. However, with that said, due to so much hate, Soda Poppin has actually been talking about possibly not streaming his classic WoW. And there's been like half of his audience has been, you know, okay with it, and then a lot, I guess more than half, yeah, maybe it's not 50-50, more than half is not okay with it. I was in his stream the other day because Soda's my favorite streamer, so I'm there, you know, pretty much whenever he streams, and I kid you not, there were 5,000 viewers in his stream the day he made that tweet. And I have never seen his stream that low in numbers, like, ever, actually. I can't remember a time when I saw only 5,000. He's usually a 20,000 plus streamer. So I don't know if that was due to his tweet or not, but I thought I'd speak on the topic because, you know, some people have asked me what I've thought overall of Soda's, you know, I guess behavior through Classic with him being my favorite. And yeah, there's a couple of things that I haven't really liked, but as far as the streaming thing, like the thing I didn't really like was that blacklist that he was doing for Stream Snipe. In my opinion, like that's where the stream becomes your choice, right? Like if you're going to stream it, chances are you're going to get sniped. And if you don't want to get sniped, you don't stream it. That's been my philosophy for a long time. Those that watch my streams, you see that my streams are generally solo play type stuff. For a while there, we were doing mythics because we had a group that was doing mythics. Now we're all on different schedules, so that's why the mythics don't really occur anymore. But for the most part, I've always kept it solo. I've made it so that no one could possibly ever stream snipe me, you know, and the content that would allow that, I do offline. You know, no one cares to fucking snipe you if you're offline. Like, they just don't give a shit. People stream snipe for attention, to, you know, piss you off while you're on camera with viewers watching your reaction. Like, that is the only reason sniping really exists. So as far as him possibly not streaming the classic. I say possibly because we don't know. He's saying this right now, but, things could happen. Classic doesn't, officially launch till the end of August, so a lot of stuff can happen within that time. But my thoughts on it is I think it's a great idea, honestly. Like, yeah, he's my favorite streamer. I'll miss him for, the couple of months that he's gone. But he is a PvP streamer. He has a lot of viewers. He is the face of WoW, basically. So, yeah, he's going to get stream sniped a lot. And really, he didn't get to experience vanilla the way I got to experience vanilla. I felt really fortunate with vanilla because I was an older age when it came out. I was in my 20s. I was already on my own. I could basically do whatever the fuck I wanted, besides having to attend a job and all that. But you know what I mean? Like, when I got home from work, I could fucking play WoW all fucking night if I wanted, and trust me, I did. There were no parents telling me what I could or couldn't do, and I've always been really grateful for that. I know a lot of people always wish that they're younger and stuff like that, but I always loved the fact that my entire WoW has been me making my own rules, pretty much. So yeah, I never had those kind of interferences that a lot of these people would have had. A lot of the popular WoW streamers, besides like maybe Swifty, I guess, a lot of them were young. Soda would have been, I think he's 25 right now, so he would have been like 10, So for sure he didn't get to experience vanilla the way that it really should have been. And unfortunately, classic won't be vanilla, so he still won't experience it the way it, could be experienced. But classic is really as close as you're gonna get, and it's still somewhat a vanilla experience, I guess. So yeah, with that said, I think it's great that he takes that time off because this is his way to really experience it. He enjoys the game, and really, I don't know anyone that has the kind of passion I have for the game, and he's always been kind of that closest to my WoW passion for the game. So that's one of the biggest reasons he's my favorite streamer, is because of him having the kind of passion he does. And honestly, on the topic of him, not streaming for a couple of months or, 2 or 3 months, however long it is, I say go for it. Like, I can't remember how long he's been streaming. I think it's 8 years, maybe. And, he started streaming at a pretty young age. His whole childhood has pretty much been on stream. He streams practically daily, does really long streams. A lot of his streams are over the 12-hour mark. And he attends all these conventions, and he's really good with meeting his viewers and stuff like that. In my mind, I feel like he, could use a break. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, laugh when people say, work, aka stream. But you're an entertainer. It is work, right? You have to work to be likable enough to have that kind of audience. And yeah, so really, I see it as just, a yearly vacation. I don't know. Because you gotta really think about it. Like, this is a person that can't actually take a real vacation. When look at his IRL streams. Granted, he does stream them, so that might be like the one thing that affects it. But even if he didn't stream those IRL streams when he's like going to Japan or, wherever, going out of country, the fact is he's such a big streamer, someone's going to notice him and he's going to be asked for an autograph. And the minute that happens, you're technically working. Right? So this is the best way he could take a vacation. It's a vacation in his house. He doesn't have to leave. And no one's going to harass him. No viewers are going to approach him wanting autographs and shit like that. I definitely say go for it. But all in all, I admire the fact that he is even thinking of not streaming it. I know a lot of people look at it in a different perspective, mainly the viewers. They look at it as him choosing a game over his viewers, and I get why that would upset people. It's the viewers that have made him the money that he has today. He is in the position to make a decision like this because of his viewers. So I do totally understand that. One of the biggest reasons I respect it is because I have made that similar decision. I made that similar decision 3 years ago when I first decided to start streaming. I went in, of course, it's a different situation here. He's a big WoW streamer. I'm a small WoW streamer. So big difference, but same kind of thoughts. The thoughts are the same. But anyway, 3 years ago when I first started streaming, I knew I wasn't going to make it as a WoW streamer. I knew there was no way in hell that I would ever get noticed because there's so many people in the WoW section, having, even if I have, say, 20 viewers, I'm still way at the bottom of the list. There was one time I was actually the #1 WoW streamer one day it was all night. And that's thanks to Swifty. I had gotten a host from him that just fucking put me right to the top for the rest of that evening. And I held on to most of the viewers too, so that's why I kind of stayed at the top. And that was a really great feeling. That was an awesome feeling. So yeah, I can see where it would be tough to give that up, but I made that same decision. I chose WoW over having, the potential of a bigger stream. And yeah, I understand that you may be sitting there saying, well, why didn't you just stream ESO or something, right? Something that brings in more viewers. And the answer is because the only streamer I want to be is a WoW streamer. There is no second option in my eyes. We do the random games every so often when I don't feel like playing WoW that particular day. But all in all, it's WoW or nothing, And that's just the decision I made. It's not the decision I would suggest to anyone. If you want to be a successful Twitch streamer, you should kind of step out of your comfort zone, maybe give some other games another try. But for me, my biggest thing was that I always knew that I would never be happy being anything other than a WoW streamer. Yes, I'm happy doing the random games, but I would never want to, like, for example, one of our best moments in stream was when I streamed Diablo. That made me miserable as fuck to be actually on my way to success as a Diablo streamer. I know it sounds weird. It sounds really weird, but yeah, I hated that. I absolutely hated that Diablo did better than WoW for my streams. And basically that was the moment I took it out of streams. And don't get me wrong here. Diablo was always my go-to when I didn't feel like playing WoW. So us playing Diablo, it wasn't that I didn't like Diablo. I wouldn't play it if I didn't like it. And honestly, the streams weren't the only reason we dropped that game. A big part of it was that I lost interest after season 11. Yeah. So really, I haven't played it in a while because of my lack of interest. And to be honest, there's not a whole lot of people that have interest in D3 anymore. So I don't think I was quite alone in that decision anyway. I know it probably sounds like I got a little off track here, but the point of me saying this is that those thoughts are exactly how Soda is thinking. So that's why I respect it, because I've been kind of in that similar thought. Mainly because I don't stream anything that could possibly be stream sniped. I don't ever want my WoW experience to be ruined, right? It's my favorite game, and the last thing I want is some randoms ruining my favorite game. So I totally get where he's coming from, and I do hope he does that, because really, no offense to any of his viewers, but if he wants that true experience, he needs to not stream it. And like I said, I'll miss him when he's not streaming it, but I do fully back that idea. I think that is a great idea for him. It would make it so he enjoys his experience really great, especially launch day. Launch day, people see your name. You can do all the hiding you want on your stream. People will find you. They will find your name. They will find out where you are. The only thing that I think could fuck him up with this plan is the fact that he is such a big WoW streamer and he plays WoW with other streamers. That, I think, could fuck him up, because he might not be streaming it, but people, because he's not streaming it, people will be watching other, streamers. They'd watch their second go-to streamer, right? Which, good chance, if they're a fan of Soda, then their second go-to streamer is probably someone that normally plays with Soda. That's generally how it works, right? So they'll still know where he is. He could still get stream sniped, just it wouldn't be on his stream, but they would still know exactly where he is. And so I can definitely see it backfiring, and I think it would be cool for him to do YouTube videos and stuff like that as well, but at the same time I think it's more important that he just enjoys his time. Content's content, like, I know that's funny for me to say as I'm making a video here, but when it comes to WoW, I think it's more important to have fun in that game than to worry about your viewers or your YouTube fans. And like, I know it sounds horrible the way I'm saying it, I know, but that's the passion I have for WoW. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of dragging this out now, but that is what I wanted to talk about today. in our news section for our WoW Weekly. And since we're on the topic of Classic, I have been asked a bit recently if we're going to play Classic. And like we as a community, I'm not saying we because of but I do that a lot. But, you know, we as a community are going to play Classic. And the answer is yes, we are. I haven't mentioned in my Twitch panel that once we know what the servers are and, you know, all that shit, we'll make a better plan. But for now, yes, we are. We got a bunch of people from the community that, you know, already want to be part of it. So if you are looking for someone to play Classic with, group up for some raids, group up for some leveling. We're going to do a leveling stream when it hits. So yeah, just keep checking out Twitch or keep checking out the YouTube channel or the streams. So yeah, I'll let you guys know some more info on that. It won't be till August. Probably won't be till, I imagine once the time comes that we're saving names, which doesn't occur till, I think it was August 12th, 13th, something like that. That probably would be around the time when we start knowing a little more of the servers and stuff like that. So it'll be a bit, but I will definitely let you guys know, and we would love to have you. You know, I want to do some raids, some dungeons, leveling. I wouldn't mind sneaking some, PvP in and all that. At the moment, it's going to be a PvE server to accommodate everyone. PvE is kind of like that one server that everyone can always play on. So that's usually why I pick that as like the first server. However, I was thinking of actually creating a guild over on a PvP specific server as well. So yeah, we'll figure that out down the road. We'll see how many people are interested in that, and yeah, but for now it's PvE server. Okay guys, so I think that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what your thoughts are on anything I may have discussed in today's video. And I hope that you guys are having a great time in WoW. And also, before I go, one more thing I would like to add just on the Classic topic here is that a lot of us that will be over playing Classic also still play retail. So keep that in mind, that while we will be active over there, it might be shared with retail. So, and then that also leaves us with let's end this video with a question. So in the comments section, let me know what you think will happen. Do you think Classic will take over retail? Do you think Classic will die? Or do you think they'll both succeed evenly? Let me know, guys. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, my thoughts is I think Classic's going to take over retail. So yeah, I think retail is bad enough right now that Classic will take it over. And on that note, we are done the video. It was a bit of a long video. I apologize, guys. I had a lot to say. But I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.